On Tuesday, February 7th, the Needham School Committee met at Broad Meadow, and one item on their agenda was the signing of a memorandum of understanding between the superintendent and the police chief. There were also a few other items on the docket that night, so here is a rundown. The February 7th school committee meeting featured the return of the high school student advisory to school committee, joined by the new freshman rep. In addition to a summary of future events to be planned, the students spoke about updates to the high school food and drink policy, gender-neutral bathrooms, an online school store, a trial of an open student council, and the homework policy over breaks. Next up was the Memorandum of Understanding between Superintendent Gudikantz and Police Chief Schlittler. The objective to help students feel safe and comfortable around police in the community.
This MOU, Memorandum of Understanding, has evolved over time, and it's evolved over time with input from the police, from the schools, and from the community, including parents. What Chief Tom O'Leary and I signed several years ago, 10 years ago, has really grown and changed, and actually the document, as you know, sometimes it gets a little longer, but I think it's a better document. I think it reflects some of our experiences, the practical realities of community policing and schooling in the 21st century, and we really think that it helps guide our decision making and our partnership, so that we have an understanding about how to work together.
To make this work, a second school resource officer, Ryan O'Leary, was hired to assist Vinnie Springer, and their goal is to establish a strong relationship between students and police.
We want to get into the community with the kids. We want to establish positive relationships and interactions with them through different types of teaching, classes, initiatives that we're working towards not only this spring but this summer, to involve police and kids together.
I know that it's a really sensitive issue for kids and parents, and that, you know, sometimes things happen. Kids make not always the best decisions, and we know that's part of the growing up experience. But I once heard a while ago from an administrator that, you know, it's important to hold kids accountable, but to make sure that it's really a learning opportunity and a safety issue, as you were just describing, that, you know, you catch things before maybe it becomes a bigger issue.
And I understand too, as a parent, I have a child in high school, one in middle school, and one in elementary school, so I'm at all levels, so I understand the importance of it, and it hits home to me too. So I understand that my kid could be doing something that these kids do too, and that's how I want to be treated in my town, and I think it's important that we relay that message here as well.
Also on the docket of this meeting was the proposed 2017-2018 high school program of studies for health and math, as well as the approval of 7 action items. The school committee will have February vacation week off and will return to Broad Meadow on February 28th. This is Mike Levin reporting for the Needham Channel News.